Jeez Louise. No, people don't name their child.
It's only tweaking right now. Okay. Here we go. All right. Take number 3 actually, because now I got 2 videos I have to delete. That other video, it just made a video for like a minute and 50 seconds. So it's your boy Mac Reacts, back with another reaction with my lovely co-host.
Shishi.
And we just reacted to the crazy things we see on the internet and all that. Yeah, dig. Damn, we already explained it, but I guess we'll explain it a little more. Scrolling through my TikTok, came across a video, said YouTube this video called "A Guy Found This Mysterious Box in a Dumpster and What He Discovered Inside is Insane." Do you have any predictions?
I feel like it sounds like it's gonna be conspiracies. I don't know.
From the way he was so animate about it, I know it's about some conspiracies. Because if it was money, that would have been his TikTok video. But it's probably some satanic aliens
or something, like I don't know, like. And then like I heard you playing the video, and like I didn't hear everything, but the beginning was like he was like, you gotta type this like exactly how I said it, because it's not gonna pop up. Something like that. I'm just like, huh? Like, so then how did you find the video?
I'm like, we didn't even get the same suggestions as him. Like, we got like 2 videos. He had 1 video and then a bunch of other random stuff. So
we about to find out.
Man. Let's press play on this thing.
A guy found this mysterious box in a dumpster, and what he discovered inside is insane. In 2013, Reddit user TramStopDan, whose real name is Dan Wickham, uploaded more than 100 images showing the contents of a box that he claimed his friend had discovered 5 years previous next to a dumpster in Asheville, North Carolina. And whether or not this story of an extraordinary dumpster find is an elaborate hoax, it certainly succeeded in sparking a lively discussion on sanity, spirituality, and extraterrestrial life. "This is the box," wrote Wickham on image-sharing website Imgur. He called it the Box of Crazy. According to Wickham, the wooden box smelt of basement and dampness. Moreover, it measured 29 inches by 38 inches and was fitted with metal clasps and a handle. It was an old portfolio box, weathered and worn. Where the box came from and why it was in the trash seemed to be an unsolved mystery. Nevertheless, inside Wickham discovered a stack of strange drawings and handwritten notes, some of them large and yellowed with age, and they all appeared to be signed by one Daniel Christian, although no one seems to know exactly who he was.
Like the audio going in and out.
If he's real, Christensen would appear to have been an accomplished draftsman with significant engineering knowledge. Indeed, although this drawing was apparently never filed with the Patent Office, it seems to offer a remarkably detailed technical plan for a radical, heavy-duty, anti-friction roller bearing with considerable axial load or thrust capacity. Before we continue with the rest of the video, we could use your help. Click that like button to help spread the word about Watch JoJo. And also be sure to subscribe.
JoJo is crazy.
Mysteriously, Christensen seemed to have pinpointed the border of Morocco and Algeria as somehow significant.
That's a good name, because there's probably mad people who think Watch Mojo is JoJo, like off confusion. So they type that and go click through his videos and then realize, oh, this is not Watch Mojo. This is not what I was looking for. That's if you put Watch JoJo, his stuff gonna come up directly. It's not gonna be Watch Mojo. They probably be underneath. But because it is a Watch JoJo, his stuff is gonna be first, because they're gonna assume you think about him.
Things get very strange with a sketch of the inverted pyramid building on St. Petersburg Pier in Florida. Christensen apparently titled the piece "Touchdown of the Tampa Bay Tornado, Transcendental Physics," and it seems to depict an extraterrestrial visitation by an unidentifiable flying object. Wickham wrote that he believed Christensen may have experienced a life-changing encounter at the pier in 1977. Moreover, a second cruder sketch of the experience includes several saucer-shaped UFOs and references astronomer Carl Sagan. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the page, the pier is flanked by what appear to be winged angels. In fact, Christensen seems to have been obsessed with angelic entities, in particular a four-headed seraph with two sets of wings. Both Redditors and ufologists were quick to note that the angels seem to incorporate the four living creatures described in the Bible's book of Ezekiel. Indeed, Ezekiel 1:10 reads, "Their faces look like this. Each of the four had the face of a human being, and on the right side each had the face of a lion, and on the left side the face of an ox. Each also had the face of an eagle." The similarities are striking. According to the Bible, the four living creatures were part of Ezekiel's vision of God, whom he saw descend to the earth in a fiery chariot. These creatures actually drove the chariot, each of their four faces representing a cardinal direction: north, south, east, and west. This was the appearance and structure of the wheels, concludes Ezekiel 1:16. They sparked like topaz, and all four looked alike. Each appeared to be made like a wheel intersecting a wheel. In Jewish mysticism, meanwhile, God's chariot is known as the Merkaba, and yet its study is shrouded in secrecy. Strangely, though, some believe the Merkaba is a non-physical vehicle for exploring unseen spiritual dimensions, while others, such as former NASA engineer Joseph F. Blumrich, have connected it to UFO phenomena. Indeed, Blumrich's book, The Spaceships of Ezekiel, even includes engineering plans for a hypothetical spaceship.
Hey, bro, this is
So it seems
boring
entirely
information.
possible that Christensen borrowed ideas from Blumrich. Elsewhere, however, it's been speculated that his detailed design for an anti-friction roller bearing with considerable axial loads or thrust
hyped it up
capacity
too much,
may
man.
actually be a template for extraterrestrial technology. Part of the engine of a flying saucer, perhaps?
Oh my god.
Additionally, Christensen's handwritten explanatory essay includes descriptions of a vehicle with gyrating wheels and turbojets. His notes also ramble on excitedly, if somewhat incoherently, about holograms, retractable spotlights, and the inversion of normal Earth gravity. But undoubtedly, Christensen's apparent masterpiece is a dazzling spiritual panorama featuring what appears to be the underside of a flying saucer hovering over winged angels and a host of wheels within wheels. This was also described most identically in the book of Ezekiel. The piece is titled The Tampa Bay Observation, and it's dated July 7, 1977. On social media, Christensen's reported drawings generated wide-ranging speculation. On Reddit, for instance, some saw echoes of dimethyltryptamine, the active ingredient in ayahuasca, a hallucinogenic brew used by Amazonian shamans. However, other Redditors suggested that Christensen's images may be indicative of a schizophrenic breakdown. As evidence, they pointed to the deterioration of his handwriting, along with the adoption of an obscure pseudonym, Nesna it Sirj, Christensen, backward.
Right.
It is perhaps an indication of a mind cut adrift from the mundane world. Mind you, the radical existential psychiatrist R.D. Laing wrote in a 1964 essay on psychosis and transcendental experiences, "The light that illumes the madmen is an unearthly light, but I do not believe it's a projection, an emanation from his mundane ego. He is irradiated by a light that's more than he." Could it be possible, therefore, that Christensen was both clinically insane and spiritually illuminated? Or were his drawings simply part of a creative experiment? A sketch series for something as down-to-earth as a science fiction novel? We may never know the truth about Christensen's drawings, but the Tampa Bay Times had a plausible theory. Indeed, it wrote that between 1976 and 1980, an art installation on top of the St. Petersburg Pier regularly fired lasers across the night sky, confusing some of the city's inhabitants. So it's quite possible that it was this piece of art, rather than an actual UFO encounter, that inspired Christensen to make his fascinating sketches. Or maybe the whole thing was simply a hoax.
The FBI.
Please don't forget to share this video with your friends
The FBI
below.
changed it. They changed the audio. Go to the comments. The FBI changed the audio. That was not what we heard. Hair from TikTok. Okay, cool, buddy. Me too. That shit was whack. Okay, I thought it was gonna be something a little more interesting. I'm into weird shit like that, but it was what? I thought it was some shit that put it out if you want. honest. I thought it was about to be some shit, but it was nothing. Like, nothing nobody cares about. Like, okay, buddy.
It's like everything we know, and then some complicated mess in between, like facts, aliens, facts, UFOs.
Right, they just found somebody's drawings who was probably religious and just drew, and their little sketch bag ended up in the dumpster.
Right.
God knows, based on the time they saying of this stuff, maybe they passed away or something, and they just threw their stuff out, and that's how it ended up in the dumpster. Like, so that was nothing. It's a waste of time. It definitely was a waste of time. But I enjoyed doing the video with you.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks for joining me. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe. All that fancy YouTube stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Engage. We out here.
Bye. What?
Oh, I thought you was about to say
That was
something.
it.